Humans are social beings with individual minds. This dual nature creates one of the most enduring contradictions in the human psyche: the desire to be fully oneself and the desire to be accepted by others. Individuality expresses authenticity. Approval ensures belonging. Both are essential, both are compelling, and both pull in opposite directions. I'm Darren, and this is Transcendental Harmony. If you like this content, please gently tap that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. It helps me to grow this channel and to ripple more positivity into the collective. This contradiction shapes identity, self-expression, relationships, career choices, and the way a person moves through social environments. Individuality is not rebellion. It is coherence. It is the expression of one's internal world, values, preferences, temperament, creativity, and identity. This is how a person becomes distinct rather than interchangeable. Individuality provides authenticity, self-definition, personal agency, creative expression, internal alignment. Individuality is the part of the psyche that says, "This is who I am." Approval is not vanity. It is survival. For most of human history, belonging to a group meant protection, resources, and continuity. Even now, the nervous system registers social rejection as a threat. Approval provides belonging, relational safety, social stability, identity through connection, emotional validation. Approval is the part of the psyche that says, "Stay connected." Individuality differentiates. Approval integrates. Individuality expresses truth. Approval maintains harmony. Individuality risks rejection. Approval avoids it. The nervous system cannot fully pursue both at once. This creates a lifelong negotiation. How much of myself can I express without losing connection? How much connection can I maintain without losing myself? This is not a moral dilemma. It's a psychological one. A person wants to express their true self, but fears how others will respond. They want authenticity in relationships, but adjust themselves to maintain harmony. They want a career that reflects who they are, but choose one that earns approval. They want to create what feels true, but fear judgment. They want to break out of expectations, but feel responsible for fulfilling them. This contradiction shapes the entire landscape of self-expression. Individuality feels like authenticity, clarity, ownership, creative freedom, internal alignment. But individuality carries threat, rejection, misunderstanding, conflict, loss of belonging, social instability. The nervous system registers individuality as both liberating and risky. Approval feels like acceptance, safety, predictability. relational continuity, emotional reassurance. But approval also carries threat, self-suppression, conformity, emotional inauthenticity, identity diffusion, resentment. The nervous system registers approval as both soothing and constraining. Individuality and approval are not opposing values. They are opposing survival strategies. Individuality says, if I cannot be myself, I will disappear. Approval says, if I am not accepted, I will be alone. Both feel existential. Both feel necessary. Both feel true. This is why people oscillate, moving towards individuality until anxiety rises, then retreating towards approval until self-suppression becomes unbearable. This cycle is not inconsistency. It is regulation. If the contradiction existed alone, it would be fluid. A person would express themselves when safe, adapt when needed, balance authenticity and belonging with flexibility. The tension would be uncomfortable but manageable. But most people do not experience flexibility. They experience patterns. They want authenticity, but choose conformity. They want belonging, but choose self-erasure. They want individuality, but choose approval. This rigidity does not come from the contradiction itself. It comes from the invisible agreement beneath it. Every person carries unspoken contracts that determine how self-expression is navigated. Agreements like being myself risk rejection. I must match the group to stay safe. Authenticity disrupts belonging. Approval is the price of connection. Standing out is dangerous. If I disappoint people, I will lose them. These agreements do not come from logic. They come from early environments where acceptance was conditional and individuality carried consequences. The contradiction creates the tension. The agreement determines the mask. This is where the human story becomes social. Don't forget to share, subscribe, stay connected, and follow us for more insights on spirituality and wellness. Thank you for joining us on Transcendental Harmony, sponsored by Tranquil Transcendence. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, namaste.